Happy New Year's, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at my top figures of 2024. And as you can see from the start, this is all the figures that I was able to get my hands on this year for 2024. So let's get into it. Let's rank them. Starting in last place, I had to put them here. Honestly, they're really good core class figures, but at the end of the day, they're core class. But I really like that they're both compatible with Soundwave. I think that's really cool. I'd be really disappointed if it wasn't, but I still think it's pretty cool nonetheless. Okay, coming in number 14, we have Nightbird. Honestly, she's a decent figure, but I haven't really found myself going to use her too much. Filming, if I ever try to film with her, it was kind of difficult. Honestly, her vehicle mode kind of saves it for me. She's not a bad figure, but I don't know. Definitely her wings were definitely disappointing too, so that kind of sucks. But let's move on. Okay, number 13, Cliffjumper. He's a cool figure. His some of his posabilities kind of and honestly, I judge a lot of my figures off of their posability and articulation, just because I mainly use him for filming. But he's not a bad figure by any means. Just not as good as some of the other figures on the list. Okay, number 12, Scourge. Honestly, in general, he's a pretty good figure. He's definitely inaccurate in a lot of senses, and that's why he's so low on the list. I have been meaning to get the upgrade kit for him, but I just haven't gotten around to it. He's a good figure. He's cool, but the upgrade kit would definitely help. And honestly, that has to do with a lot of the other Rise of the Beast figures. Like, they're so close, but they're also at the same time just... Okay, we have number 11, and we have Skywarp. Honestly, I really like the Bumblebee movie Seeker designs. They're fun. Some of the posability, like in the waist, kind of gets in the way of certain things it could do, but I honestly think the figure is really fun. I've had a lot of fun, using the figure for like background, like Seekers or whatever, or just in general, like their actual characters, and they're pretty fun. Their Tetrajet mode is pretty cool. It's definitely heavy, so it's hard to like use for filming sometimes, to like fly them around. But it's nothing that like is gonna kill the figure for me. I honestly really like the design. Number 10 is Ironhide. He's a really good figure, but honestly, the certain articulation kind of gets to me. I love Ironhide, but just I don't know, certain things about him kind of just mess me up. Like, I guess the feet, the shoulders are kind of annoying to mess with, but he's a really good figure. I enjoyed filming with him, but I can't put him any higher on the list. Number 9, Mirage. I love Mirage. His vehicle mode, just the Porsche 911, it's amazing. But the robot mode at the same time, it's an impossible design, like the Last Night figures. But I think they did a good job. But for me, the vehicle mode honestly carries it. The robot mode, in my opinion, isn't like terrible or anything. It's still really good. And as you can see from one of my shorts that I used, I really enjoyed filming with him. But I don't know, just I couldn't really put him any higher on the list. Number 8 is Jetfire. This old guy, he's really fun to mess with. He's definitely a good figure. He's a really well-rounded figure, especially for an earlier Studio Series design. But, just certain things kind of keep me from putting him higher. The combination with him and Optimus is really cool, though. I honestly really enjoy that. I'm not going to show it here on camera just because it's a pain, but... he's a good figure. There's no doubting that, I think. Just certain things, personal reasons, I guess you could say. He's kind of hard to film with, but great figure nonetheless. Number 7 is Battletrap. Honestly, really like his design, and in general, his articulation is really good. His vehicle mode, I enjoy his transformation to get there. His vehicle mode's a little iffy, but honestly, it's a really well-rounded figure. I do wish he had the minigun. and the chain, but honestly, he's definitely the best out of all three of the Terracons from the Rise of the Beast movie. Number 6 has got to be Legacy Dragstrip. Honestly, he's a really good figure. The only thing is the paint, but other than that, he's a really well articulated figure. And my first Legacy figure, actually. Most of my figures are all Studio Series, but I honestly really enjoyed him. I have Motormaster on the way, and I sadly didn't get him in enough time to while I was posting this, but maybe I'll do a small video or something. He's on Dragstrip though. His vehicle mode's really cool. I really like the combination, how it's super simple, and just a great vehicle mode too. I really enjoy it. Number 5 is third party Bumblebee movie Nemesis Prime. Honestly, Bumblebee movie Optimus is a really good figure anyway, and this third party figure kind of just improves on it, not by really doing anything besides paint, but the joints that I had on this was a lot better than the one I had for Optimus Prime, and that carries it a long way, honestly. And in general, it's just a really good figure, and I think it's a great pickup for the year. Number 4, I know is going to be a really mixed review, but I honestly really like this figure. I think it's a really good interpretation of the Decepticon soldier, and I like his gun a lot. You know, I like the War for Cybertron ability to switch guns. It definitely is really crazy to have him this high on the list, but I really enjoy him. Honestly, the ankles are the only thing that kill it. But other than that, I think it's a solid figure. Okay, so number 3 is the Scorponok. Honestly, really like the Scorpion design, and the transformation I just think is really seamless. I really like how you can attach the tail to the hand, and it's supposed to just like be there. It blends in with the hand, if you know what I mean. I actually got 2 of these guys, and I really enjoy both of them. Definitely the repaint I definitely won't be picking up. We'll see. That would mean I have 3 of the same figure, and I think that's kind of crazy, but I also have the Seekers. I don't know. Honestly, really good figure, though. I really like everything about it, and I just wish, it would be a little bit easier to animate with the legs in the Scorpion mode, but I think that's just a personal thing. That's not really what they're focusing to, like, do for people, but yeah, good figure. Number 2 for this year, Studio Series Snarl. The 86 line, for the most part, I've only got a couple figures outside of the Dinobots, but man, all the Dinobots killed it. I have to put this guy in last, though. His Dinobot mode, it kind of kills it for me, especially with the tail. Everything else I could live with, but other than that, the robot mode, oh man, like I just really love the articulation in all the Dinobots, and this guy's no exception. The sword, I think everybody wishes he came with a gun, but I enjoy the sword, and a swoop giving Grimlock his sword, I think it fits. Okay, number 1, I messed up with the numbers, but I'm too lazy to go fix it, so sorry. But it's Slug. Honestly thought he was going to be my favorite of the year until this next figure, but this is actually the reissue. And honestly, my only gripe with this figure is that his arms, I think, are kind of small, but it makes sense because of his Dinobot mode. I don't know. It's just the thing that kind of bugs me. But other than that, this figure is really good. I think my favorite part is that the gun, goes into the tail and it just blends in there. The only thing is the different color, but other than that, it's really cool. Okay, my favorite figure of 2024, Swoop. I honestly thought it was going to be Slug, but once I got a hold of this figure, man, I think he's the best Dinobot besides Grimlock. Grimlock has to be the best Dinobot. But, how easy his transformation is, I really like that, and for some reason it just works. His sword, his guns, he gives Grimlock his sword, honestly, and his articulation is really good. Definitely my favorite figure of the year, and I didn't think I was even going to get this figure this year, but thankfully I did. And of course, all the Dinobots, they look amazing together. I don't know, definitely the only figures I've really gotten from the 86 line besides Jazz. I have 86 Jazz, but I mean, come on, these figures just look amazing together. All in Dinobot mode, all in robot mode, it doesn't matter. They all look good together, especially together. They look good solo, but together they just look amazing. Okay, that about wraps it up for my video and all my favorite figures of 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm trying to get more videos out. I've been really busy with personal stuff, school, personal things, but trying to get better at uploading. But hope this kicks off the year, and hope you guys enjoy.